Alright, guys. Good evening, or wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever. We are casting the NotA Winter Tournament. We have a series of 2 games here with Darkshift.THRASH versus Premium C, also known as PC. And I'm here with my co-caster Thrash, and we're right into the draft.
We are, and it's
finally into the draft.
refreshing to see that a game has started within 45 minutes of its start time, even if we were a bit late due to technical issues.
At least it was technical issues, and it wasn't issues like we can't find one of our players because he's getting a hot dog. I've had a couple games where that's happened. And we're going to see the Ebola Spirit taken out right away, as with the Gyrocopter as well.
I'm so glad. I don't want to see her spirit. I never want to see her spirit.
Just makes you
that
cry.
hero so much. I've hated her spirit. He's been too OP for too long, and he's still kind of broken. So he still bothers me. I don't know. I just don't want to see that hero, ever.
Well, you're not going to see him in this game, at least today. And you're also not going to see Death Prophet or Invoker, so... That's pretty nice. Considering they're in, like, every single pub that I've played.
Still got Tusk, though.
Good old Tusk.
The snowball into 5 enemies and die strat. Hopefully Premium C does a little bit better than that.
I want to get your thoughts on the whole Spirit Siphon on Death Prophet.
People are knee-jerk reacting to it because it's done well in a few games. Honestly, Death Prophet's not that hard to counter. It's the same thing you did before. You go in and you kill her early game with strong nukes, and she doesn't do anything because she doesn't have recovery farm like other heroes do, really. Because all she has is that stupid wave thing, the Crypt Swarm.
Yeah.
And that can clear waves early, but as the waves begin to build up later and later in the game, but you don't have enough items to really support the mana cost, she's really inefficient at farming. So all in all you have to do is suppress her early. And then even when you get tanky in the late game, you're so far ahead by that point, it doesn't matter that her Spirit Siphon is doing like 200 DPS. Kind of irrelevant by that point.
Solid
Because
advice.
you can try to get it off, but she can't survive it.
Well, solid advice, because I've had a lot of people ask me about Spirit Siphon and what they can do to kind of keep it from getting too overpowered and...
I have no doubt that Spirit Siphon needs to be nerfed.
Needs to be reworked a little bit, I think. But again, like they were saying, you know, it's very powerful in like teamfight situations where she has her ultimate up.
I think the biggest thing is the fact that you can put 4 of them out at once. Like that's the biggest issue right now. Is I don't have a problem with the one ability. It's just that when you can get 4 of them down at once and you're draining like 20% max HP a second, it's kind of a lot.
And I like that that both teams really seem to know exactly what they want to do here. We've got the Vengeful Spear and the Slaughter picked up on your team here, the Darkshift, going for that negative armor strat, but they did pick up the Dazzle very quickly as well over here on Premium C.
It's a very good way to counteract the minus armor. It's a good response overall. Dazzle also naturally synergizing pretty well with Tusk when you go into a snowball scenario. The Shadow Wave damage is pretty nice to get.
Yep.
Obviously not optimal when you're going up against something like the Slaughter, which obviously has counter stuns for the Tusk initiation. But
well, at least Dazzle can throw out that Shallow Grave and save Tusk's life, maybe?
Yeah, perhaps. Or anyone else, really, that need be.
Right. We are going to see that Centaur and the Brood Mama got banned. It's kind of an interesting ban right away. OD and Oracle, both really good bans to take out of the pool here on Darkshift.
Oracle's an excellent ban here. It takes care of all the minus armor. No, Oracle would have been a great pick for Premium C, and I'm glad Darkshift took it out of the pool. Very strong. In this scenario, at least.
They're making you proud, Dad.
See how they do, though. There's still time. There's still time to disappoint.
Oh, that's something I haven't seen in a while. I like him pick up.
Very good pick. Synergizes really well with the heroes they have right now. Also, overall pretty good against Tusk Dazzle as well. They don't have a lot to fear with it, I don't think. That's a very good pick.
So do you think they're going to be trying to go for kind of an early game advantage here?
10 seconds remaining.
For which team?
For your Darkshift.
5 seconds remaining.
Just because Lycan is very, very strong early as a Slider and Vengeful.
I feel like it's not the early game they're looking for. They're looking to survive the first 10 minutes and then Death Ball.
Okay.
Because the thing is, you can't win the early game with Venge Slider Lycan. That's not something you're gonna win. Venge is maybe strong early game, but Slarter and Lycan are horrible for the first couple of levels. 'Cause the thing is, they need, like Lycan, for example, needs a couple levels in Wolves for them to do anything at all. Like level 1 Wolves die in 2 hits. They're not very strong. And Slarter also doesn't have a lot of utility early. He just has that one
10
stun,
seconds remaining.
which is relatively short. It's low damage, and he doesn't really have a reliable way to get it off on any targets.
I guess early game is the wrong phrase because I've been seeing a lot of like the Slardar being run. And I do think that, you know, Lycan does come online a little bit earlier just for like the pushing aspect, but like you said, they do better with items, obviously, in a couple levels.
Right. I think it's kind of hard too, because a lot of terms have been kind of revamped recently with the changing meta. Like to me at this point, early game means like the first 5 to 8 minutes, like somewhere in there, because this is when
That's not what I
laning should
meant.
theoretically end.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah. But like that's the most efficient time period for early game. That's basically your farming box, because beyond that, kill gold is rewarded so much, and early 5-man rotations are rewarded so much that it's actually worth losing 3 heroes in a fight if you get a team wipe.
Interesting.
And you're
right.
on equal footing. Like, getting that to lose all 3 of your cores is fine. It doesn't matter at that point, because the gold change is what's worth time. It's not the map time anymore. Like, it sounds weird, but it's like you can strategically lose the game. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about that now.
No, this is actually really informative for me because, you know, I'm more of a hype caster. We do have a lot of people who are newer, who are watching this particular tournament because, you know, it is called Noobs of the Ancient. So, I mean,
course.
obviously, you know, if we're in the middle of a team fight and you're still talking about theory, I might interrupt you a little bit. But this is very informative. It's informative to me, and I'm enjoying it as well. So, a lot of little nuanced things that I would not have necessarily picked up on.
Yeah, it's a lot of minor changes that have happened for a while. It's progression, I suppose. Nice to see a little bit of reserve time finally being used up too. Slow down the pace of the draft just a smidge here. The Spirit Breaker and Razor pickups.
I'm a little surprised by the Spirit Breaker pickup here, just because there's a lot of like stuns and such
Well,
that can kind of
that's
slow
why.
down.
Okay.
The Viper pickup.
They pick it for the Viper. It's strong. Very strong combo. And that means Razor won't just have his way in mid lane. A very good idea. 2 super strong lane dominators against one another. I still think Razor can win that lane though, so it should be interesting to see how it plays out.
Be interesting to see how many ganks come out of the Spirit Breaker on mid as well.
That's a very good ban. NotA.
Good old Juggernaut. I had a game earlier where I was casting and I looked over and the Juggernaut, they basically had left him alone in bottom lane, which was a huge problem. But he went Blink for one of his first items and then went Ags and just jumped in and just cut everyone apart. It was amusing.
Slice and dice jug.
Basically, the hibachi chef.
Yeah, it's kind of intriguing. I definitely don't think that's a good build, but it's certainly intriguing.
Well,
Nice,
in that situation,
fantastic.
in that situation, it kind of made sense just because they were dominating really hard in that particular scenario.
Yeah, if they were super far ahead, then it's fine.
But again, it was one of those things where we're sitting there, we're just like, oof, I think he's gonna go for it, and he did. Yeah.
Every time.
Right.
One of the last phase of picks. Now, I think the Witch Doctor pick ban is another really good ban out.
There's like not much
it's
team
another
fight
counter
coming out
initiation.
from Premium C here.
Actually, I disagree. I think it's the other way around.
Really?
Premium C is the one with a lot more team fight.
Oh, there's.
Not anymore,
Oh
but-
my gosh, I spoke too
Wow.
soon. Huh?
That's really risky against Tusk SB. Where they don't necessarily have a direct counter to Enigma at the moment. Tusk SB, if they catch wind of Enigma's actions early and keep track of his movements, that could be a real problem for him.
Well, I mean, the other thing too is they do have a Slardar, so maybe they're banking on the fact that he's gonna go and use the amplify damage on him if he ends up getting a Shadow Blaze or what have you.
Am really excited to see how the Enigma plays out though, because I believe this is one of the first Enigmas we've seen in NotA, or just in
No,
general.
I've seen another Enigma in NotA. I don't remember which game exactly.
I haven't seen it. Let me put it that way.
Okay, if I can find the bot, I'll send it your way.
All right. Yeah, but I'll be really interested to see how the Enigma plays out. It's a very, very good pick into it against the Tusk. I'm really, really excited to see how Enigma plays. He also gives them their mech carrier too, which I think is important.
So what's Premium gonna see? Premium C rather going to pick into this now? Because they still need a hard carry here.
Yeah, but they have a multitude of options to go with. Like Jug and Gyro are pretty much the only hard carry bands right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
they have
that, but there's
options.
still a lot in the pool here. What would you think would be the perfect audition for a hard carry at this point? Oh, never mind, Spectre. They're gonna go Spectre.
It had to either be that or Anti-Mage. Both are really good options in this scenario, and I think Spectre is probably the one that either felt more comfortable with or the one they felt would be better for this scenario. The only reason I say Anti-Mage is because he can make a lot of use of the space that his team can create. Even though he's not a direct counter to any of these players.
We already have a disconnect.
Classic NotA.
Classic NotA.
Every single game. But yeah, even though Anti-Mage may not necessarily be a counter, it's all down to just the space that can be created. I think Spectre kind of takes advantage of the same stuff.
Right. Alright, well, I'm going to introduce our teams here. This is the NotA Winter Tournament. We have PC versus Darkshift.THRASH playing their first game of the night here. Over on the Viper, we have Lanch. Thor will be playing our Dazzle. Pocky will be playing the Spectre. Mango will be on our Tusk. And Nuclear Russian will be playing the Spirit Breaker. On the Radiant side, we have Darkshift. We have Zed going on the offlane Slardar. We have AKA Firm Handshake gonna be playing that Razor mid. Cybonic is gonna be playing our Enigma. Sticky Nicky will be playing our Lycan. And Darkstar will be playing our Vengeful Spirit. As usual, this is Moxie casting, and this time I have co-caster Thrash with me. Should be a really interesting game with a lot of informational tidbits.
We can only hope. Really interested by the start on Vengeful Spirit here. Decision to go 3 clarities instead of perhaps early boots or something of the sort. 3 clarities. It's a lot of regen for early on.
There's a lot of pinging coming out up here.
Perhaps they're worried about the Tusk Snowball. Just telling everybody to be safe, keeping wind of everyone's
And it
positions.
looks like Sticky Nicky's easily going to be getting this rune down here, as everyone else seems to be migrating top. Although, nope, I was going to say Mango started head bottom, but no, he's coming back up here.
Again, they gotta watch for the Snowball initiation, or at least think of it. But Tusk actually first leveled Ice Shard, so no worries. Not at all. And they
And
know
it
that
looks
now.
like, no, it's going to go
they
to
backed off.
Viper here. Firm Handshake. Moving back, we are going to see a charge coming out here on the Enigma. Uh-oh, Enigma. A little bit of trouble here. Should
Got
be
Tango,
fine,
she's
though.
fine.
It's a little ballsy having Zed just run out to that rune.
Yeah, I don't think it was a problem. They actually could have first blooded fairly easily. They have plenty of stuns with their team and a lot of damage. They didn't really have to be concerned. So I'm a bit confused as to why they actually didn't go in harder. Because they're not really worried about a Viper, and they knew the Tusk leveled Ice Shards, so it's not really a problem.
And Zed playing up pretty far here, trying to put some damage on the Spectre. Seeing the Nuclear Russian just kind of moving around, looks like he's going to be migrating bot lane with Mango. And we are going to be able to see that there's a ward placed over down here on the bottom rune for the Dire as well.
Yeah, it looks like... Now, I thought about this a bit, but the Radiant Observer Ward down in bot lane, it's a great Observer Ward if it was up a pixel and a half to the left.
Really?
Because the problem with this ward is it doesn't see the rune.
Oh,
It's supposed to see the rune, but because of the way that collision vision works, if that makes sense, it doesn't actually manage to see anything down towards the rune spot. It just got just shy, if I remember correctly. Bit unfortunate, but what can you do?
And so far, the Razor is actually out CSing our Viper here in mid. Razor sitting at 6 and 3, Viper sitting at only 1.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to what's the static link effect. Like, static link is such a great spell in lane, especially against a hero that mostly relies on damage to last hit at all. Because there's a lot of heroes, of course, which can just spam out spells and not have to worry, but Viper is not one of them.
Dazzle's gonna pick up an Arcane Rune top. Looks like he's moving a little bit towards mid, and he's just gonna ward back off.
Turn of play. Their word actually does see Enigma moving around in the jungle, so they are gonna know where he is.
And they're gonna know what items he's up to.
Which at the moment is nothing, but
But it could be something someday, Thrash.
it could be.
Someday.
You're gonna rush straight in for the Soul Ring. That's a bit of an interesting decision. He also decided to go for the slow camp start. Instead of now, this is actually a tip for all Enigma players, not just this one. If you start on the easy camp and don't let your carry pull the first time and just have them block instead, what you can do is you can block back the wave early on and it just let one creep wave go to the offlaner and then let it stack up. Because what it does is it allows Enigma to get really, really early Eidolons, and so he'll guaranteed get the 6 stack from the easy camp. And then you can go and take the rest of your camps. Because he gives you a free level 2, getting the first 2 camps. And you're guaranteed to have that so long as they're not blocked. So it's much easier to just let the first 30-second creep camp go to Enigma than it is to pull it and stack that camp. Because it only delays it by 1 wave. Very, very efficient to do.
Excellent tip there. Man, there's a lot of disconnection issues today.
Yeah, thanks Volvo. Server's best.
Alright, looks like we're ready to go again. Where do you think we're gonna see first blood here?
I'd imagine it's either going to be bot lane or there's going to be an insane rotation into the mid lane. Because I don't think there's enough initiation on top for them to kill Slardar.
Well, they don't have a hard stun really either up there.
Yeah, they've got Dazzle slow, I guess.
That's pretty much the only sort of disable they have. And like, I really like that Zed's being very aggressive here, just kind of walking up and hitting Spectre occasionally.
He's getting a lot of levels out of it. It's already level 4.
He's already winning off lane if you can get the levels there.
Indeed. They're not doing a very good job of denying the other off lane on the other hand, though. So both off lanes doing extremely well.
And we could see a gank come out of Spirit Breaker onto the Razor eventually here, but again, Razor is really, really fast.
Actually, he's not.
Really? I always feel like he's so fast whenever I'm trying to like get anywhere near him.
It's because of later in the game, he gets much, much faster because he tends to build Yasha base.
True.
And Unstable Current gives base movement speed upgrades as well. The interesting part is Razor's base move speed is actually like 290 if I remember correctly. The difference is that he tends to build all speed items. That makes him a lot quicker.
Okay.
And right back into the ping lag.
Well, now we're a real pro game, right? We've had how many, how many
Gotta
pauses?
do it for the Dota TV.
Right?
Good farm on both of the carries here.
Solid
23-4,
2,000 ping. Nice.
23-10 on the Spectre.
Yeah.
Pretty good farm out of both the
They're
carries.
staying pretty neck and neck as terms of CS is going.
That's gonna be good. Liking getting an advantage early on.
Ooh, bottom
really
lane,
important.
Sticky Nicky in a bit of trouble here. I don't think they don't have shards. Shards are down for another 6 seconds.
Supports?
I think he's gonna be able to get out. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. He's gonna go and salve up. Almost saw first blood though down here.
Almost. They do that gank again, he's got to be careful because he may not have the same advantage.
And it looks like Enigma's finished his headdress and will be continuing towards that mech. Meanwhile, Tusk
Excellent.
going bottom, does not have a bottle, but he is gonna get this bounty rune.
Just a little extra gold in the bank for a very nice pick.
Excuse me.
Kind of surprising to see a Tusk SB game with no burst blood at 5 minutes. Been close once or twice, but nothing yet.
And kind of a late timing for a first blood too. And Razor's still taking a bit of the upper hand here against the Viper. 20-7, where Viper's sitting at 13-4. They are going to ping out the Slardar here, but again, they're very low kill potential considering he does have sprint and butt stomp, as I like to call it. Slithering
Enigma is
crush.
also doing an excellent farm in the jungle as well. He started off a little bit slow, but he's gotten into his rhythm now. He's up to 30 and 1. It's very efficient. Not as efficient as it could be, but pretty good considering he got a pretty bad start.
And Viper is gonna go find an Invis rune top. He does have Viper Strike, so if he wanted to go gank, which it looks like he's thinking about going on this guy up here, they do have
It's
the
under the
advantage.
tower though.
But yeah, unless they're gonna dive? Oh my goodness. That's a little risky, huh?
Looks okay though. They don't really have to worry too much about it because they've already checked for TPs and know that there aren't any. And it's not like Enigma's the great jungle rotation.
Radiant's
What?
courier has been
What was
killed.
that?
What?
The courier just went straight forward and got itself killed.
Radiant's top tower is under
Thinking
attack.
somebody queued
Okay.
courier, but so that's kind of a waste of time
must have
top
been a mis-
for the Viper here. He just was staying up top, wasn't getting any CS really, just waiting to gank the Slardar, and never happened.
Further
Wait.
one lane for Razor.
Yeah. Razor sitting at level 7 now. I can't believe the courier got knocked down. Oh.
That's actually going to be a big
And they're gonna go
question
on
for
Sticky
Razor.
Nicky here. They're gonna go get 2 bashes off already. Gonna throw out the stun, but then they're gonna go and they don't have the shards though. Spectre's gonna come down here, try to help get the kill on Sticky Nicky. Almost gonna get it, but
Body
hey,
blocks.
look at him run! Look at him run! He wants that Lycan so bad, and they're gonna throw in the Spirit Breaker. That's gonna be a dead Nicky,
Knows he has the shapeshift, right?
and that's a dead Nicky.
Not this
Enigma's gonna come in here, throw out some Eidolons. They're gonna try to go on Nuclear Rush, and they're gonna be able to clean him up here. And now Spectre kind of in a tight spot. Lots of damage coming out. Oh boy, Enigma has to be careful here. Gonna
The
let his
kiting.
Eidolons do what he needs to, and he's gonna make it out with like 26 hit points. Tusk coming around here, and just realizing like, now I'm gonna get back.
Even though Lycan goes down there, it's a very good counter rotation. The Spectre ends up going down. Spirit Breaker goes down in the end. All in all, it's not actually all that bad for them.
Well, I mean, having the Spectre die in that.
Especially considering Spectre is currently behind the Lycan.
From Handshake, getting a little aggressive over here. Kind of pushing the Viper back a wee bit.
Taking advantage of the fact that he won the lane early. What I do disagree with is
Here
he has a
comes
level
the
result.
Spirit Breaker coming running in here. We're gonna get the Viper Strike pulling out here too. This might be this is gonna be a dead firm handshake. That felt really weird to say. I'm not gonna lie.
A dead firm
A
handshake.
dead firm handshake. Meanwhile, bot lane, Mango. Oh, Mango needs to be careful. The wolves might be able to just clean him up here. Yeah, I think they're gonna be able to kill him. And you're gonna see the counter initiate coming in here from the Spirit Breaker, going in on Sticky Nicky. Gonna use his ultimate on him too. Vengeful Spirit does not have enough for a
All the
stun yet.
bash.
Ooh, and the Urn Charge trying to run away. I think he's
He
gonna be
lives.
okay.
Radiant's
Oh, but that last hit!
Come on.
Oh my god,
What?
that swap! And on my screen, I have a bug. I have literally just his body standing here without a head. I don't.
What?
That was really interesting. You'll have to watch the VODs later. You'll see that when Lycan died, it was literally just his body standing there without a head. For a good,
Reborn.
like, 3 seconds.
Reborn best client.
Clearly, he got his head bashed off by the tower.
I guess so.
And Venge needs to be
Bit,
careful here. Gonna cancel her clarity. Does not have enough for the stun again.
Bit dubious of that swap usage.
Yeah, I think they just figured, you know what have we got to lose at this point? And then Slardar's gonna go over here, gonna go and stomp onto the Spectre, throw a couple hits out. And just getting very aggressive towards...
EMS doing work.
Might as well. And then Dazzle's gonna come back into lane. Oh, there's a haste rune picked up on Nuclear Russian. He's looking for
Oh, it's so
some sort
much
of
extra
initiation.
damage. Can we just talk about how Enigma has had absolute free farm the entire game?
No one's tried to go and gank him in the jungle. He's got a mech already, too. He's
Making
in pretty good shape.
use of the space.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, in mid, they're gonna try to charge over onto the Razor again.
You should know this is coming.
Yeah, he really should. And he's gonna get bashed there. Gonna go ahead and ulti. There's the Viper Strike. Enigma coming forward, throwing out the mechanism, trying to save his teammates. Gonna go forward. trying to go after this Viper, as my mouse goes all weird.
Good counter rotations there. That's down the gank, they get the counter kill. That's
and you know, they didn't get the
clean and
Razor,
efficient.
so that worked out quite well for
nice,
Darkshift.
clean and efficient.
Meanwhile, top though, Spectre's getting free farm.
I don't think they're too worried about this though.
Well, look at
it's
Zed.
just a couple of moments.
Zed's looking for that Spectre.
Yeah, he does have the full stun as well.
He's gonna throw out the ultimate. There's the stun. Smack her a couple times. And
get the
does not
bashes.
have. Yeah, there's a dash. Does not have sprint
One
available
bash.
yet. She's trying to get away.
That's
really
open
bad. Oh
padding.
no, he's gonna miss his butt stomp. And he still has vision on. Here comes the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit's gonna try to go in, throw out the stun, and they're gonna be able to clean up the Spectre.
A big kill.
That's a great kill. Anything that you can do to slow down a Spectre.
Yeah, that's also not only just first death, the second death on Spectre. So, and she also doesn't have any kills to compensate for it. So, really can't afford to be losing that much
And
gold.
this Dazzle almost getting spot out here by the Enigma.
Yo, he did get the deep ward down though, so
And there's an Arcane.
there is the ward back behind the trees.
Meanwhile, it seems like they put top lane Spirit Breakers here. I'm not sure what they're gonna do about their Spectre being so behind at this point. It's not like Spectre can really, you know, go into the jungle, take stacks, obviously, because she doesn't have a Radiance.
Yeah, Spectre is pretty efficient at farming later on, but not yet.
Not yet. Oh, they're gonna try to go on Zed
Zed.
here. Zed does not have enough for the Slithering Crush here. Oh, he does have enough to just sprint away. They are gonna have TPs rotate. Cybonic coming top now.
There's a black hole ready as well.
I can't wait to see this black hole with the fancy gauntlets. I actually have those. I don't think I've used them though since getting them.
They're pretty impressive.
It looks beautiful when I was looking. What was it on? Was it Dota Cinema who did a? I don't know. Everyone has a video of them.
We'll see at least one of them this game, so you'll get to see it.
I'd be really disappointed if they picked Enigma and we never saw.
It's just the threat of
black
a
hole.
black hole. You scare them into never taking a team fight because you always have black hole up. Don't even level it. It's just, guys, Enigma will have black hole. Just never level. That's over black hole. New build.
And they've got Slardar coming down here. They're looking for a gank on this Tusk.
A
Meanwhile,
Slardar
top.
is woefully underfarmed. There's no gold whatsoever.
There's gonna be the stun coming out on Mango. The Slithering Tar's gonna come out. He's gonna get into the snowball here. Gonna come in with the Dazzle, trying to go on Darkstar. Here comes the that shallow grave. Still not gonna be enough to save him. Spectre coming in, finishing up onto the. Oh, there we go. There goes the Tusk. Still chasing in. Oh no, they're gonna be able to clean up Lycan here. Here comes Viper coming in, trying to get that Spectre again. Not gonna be able to.
Oh, so close.
Oh, and Slardar's in a little bit of trouble here. Does not have stick shard, and then he's gonna go falling to nuclear Russian. Almost said winter. And Razor just kind of trying to figure out what he's supposed to do, where he's supposed to go. We do see that Cybonic is coming in as well. Gonna do static link over here onto the Viper. Whoa, what was that? What was that charge?
The anger charge, I guess. I don't know.
I guess. Oh, they're gonna be able to clean up nuclear Russian here. Excellent.
They're still fighting.
Viper's like, come at me, bro. And Enigma
Firm
does have
handshake, not turning on his Aquila. Very nice.
I'm wondering if it's a bug in Reborn where you view it and you don't see it turned on half the time. I don't know. I'm trying to give these guys the benefit
it's
of the
not.
doubt.
It's not a
Because
bug.
this
People
kills
just
me.
don't
And
turn it on.
sometimes I'm wondering if they do it on purpose because they know, like, they've all watched a lot of my VODs. They know how much it drives me crazy when they don't turn on their rings.
Yeah, it must be something like that.
I don't know. Maybe they're trolling
Must
me.
be.
Must be. We're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. And somebody's lonely little tango.
Lycan almost got his Necro book now.
Nice.
Start pushing towers very soon, I presume.
And he has his completed Vlads as well.
Oh, this is unfortunate. It's a drums treads build from Razor. So expect Razor to get nothing done for the entirety of the game. Minimal impact Razor incoming.
Disappointed dad face.
Yeah. It's a big problem because people are still stuck in the mindset that treads drums is best on every hero like it was last patch. And they forget the fact that it was good on heroes because you were hyper mobile. The issue is that's not efficient on Razor. The thing is with Razor is you want to have a lot of, you have two options. you either build a ton of attack speed like your carry items, or what you can do is you can just stand there as a siege tank and build nothing but Ag's Refresher and then whatever tank items are left for you to buy.
Stand there and do a lot of damage. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to take one of those two routes though. Going for the Drums Treads build doesn't give you anything.
Oh, here comes the Snowball. Snowball's gonna come and connect on PC Mango. Or not Mango, sorry, Sticky Nicky. They're gonna come in here. They've got the, oh man, my brain is just like going to mush right now. Weave's coming out. PC Mango's gonna fall here. Razor trying his best to... Oh, the Black Hole! Black Hole's gonna come in. It's gonna clean up Nuclear Russian and PC. Lunch there. Pocky in a bit of trouble here, too. Pocky's gonna fall as well. What a team fight. That is a team wipe. Beautiful Black Hole.
That is a 0 for 5.
Beautiful Black Hole.
Beautifully placed. Beautifully placed.
And they're gonna
excellently executed from both sides.
Easily take this next tower. I don't know why my brain went to mush there in the middle of this.
They have the chance to actually go high ground with. They have the momentum, and there's still
and they
20
have
seconds before.
They have so much
before the
push
race
too with the Eidolons, the
Spectre.
Wolves.
Well, the Wolves when they decide to go uphill.
That too. There we go.
Yeah, they're gonna get the tier 3 for it.
And the Dazzle running forward here, throwing out the Weave. At least gonna get the tower. I think they should probably kind of back now. What do you think?
Yeah, they
Well, the Sticky Nicky is just taken out there. Oh, here comes the Snowball. Snowball's gonna go out onto Sticky Nicky. There's gonna be a charge coming out from Nuclear Russian. Gonna be a dead Sticky Nicky. Oh, the Swamp! The Swamp, he's gonna make it out! Beautiful Swamp coming out from Darkstar. Oh, but the ultimate's gonna come out from Nuclear Russian. They're gonna go and they're throwing out the stun. Oh, this looks not so good for Darkshift here. That's gonna be a dead Vengeful Spirit. Zed, I'm trying to get away. He's so close to getting that. He does have the Blink Dagger. Good, he bought out. Is gonna get hit with everything though in the kitchen sink, and not gonna be able to TP out. Meanwhile, Cybonic is like, alright, that was awful, I don't want to go in there.
Yeah, a really unfortunate decision timing from Darkshift there. Just deciding not to quite back out. They want to get the racks, they want to push their advantage, but not quite at the optimal time. And Spectre actually going to pick up a Mask of Madness.
Interesting. We are going to be seeing the Guardian Greaves now over here on the Enigma, which is a great pickup. And they're going on this tower here. They know that Black Hole's down, so I think they're trying to push a little bit with the advantage, but they're gonna come right forward and just push them off.
They underestimate the power of the secret refresher. Oh, not yet, not yet.
No.
It's only 18 minutes.
That would be something ridiculous if that was really the case. I would have to call hacks. Or like a lot of feed.
Perhaps. And Viper also gonna get the double damage rune as he had stopped to farm up a bit. Pretty sad day when you consider the fact that the Razor is more farmed than the Spectre by 1,000 gold in this game. It's not too optimal. Are gonna go into the Roshan pit though from the side of Darkshift.
Yeah, but should be able to take this quite easily. No one is even approaching it, doesn't even know that it's happening. And if they do, they really just aren't responding at all.
I don't think they can respond.
They don't have any wards though bottom, so how would they know?
Yeah. There is some excellent ward coverage from the side of Darkshift though.
Yeah, no, they've really done a good job.
Exactly where they need it.
Although this one, they are gonna spot out that he's hanging over here. That's the Dire Observer ward.
Yeah, they should know that that ward is down as well. They did see it get placed.
Nikki has Aegis, I think. Are they gonna... They're gonna go top here? Or they just... It looks like they're just running right up middle. And Nikki's about to run into Spectre and Viper here. He's not careful.
That's something he wants to do. Okay,
No.
There we go. They're ready for the next push. Enigma's got another black hole. They're ready.
Ooh, let's see, let's see. Interesting to note too that Enigma does not have a Blink Dagger. He's just managing to be in the right place at the right time. And yeah, they're just going right up there. Spectre hanging back. Spectre does have Haunt available. She needs to come in, but I think ideally she would not like to. She wants to finish farming.
Yeah, she does have the opportunity to come in at any time though. Like I said, the Haunt does get the chance to fight whenever you need it, so you never have to worry about being near your team unless it's absolutely necessary.
And they're gonna pop the Razor ulti here. Also the Roar. There comes the Spectre ulti. Spectre's gonna come over here, go onto a firm handshake. They're gonna go and they're gonna throw out the Walrus punch there. Nuclear Rush in a little bit of problems. He's gonna fall as well. Zedam coming in. Oh, look at that crush! Oh, and the black hole! Oh, that is such a beautiful black hole. And they're chasing after a Viper here. They're going right for him. They're going to be able to take Viper down. Tuska's going to buy back. So is the Spectre. But what can they do? And they're going to cancel that TP. The snowball's coming in right now. Tuska's going to try to come in. They're going to counter-initiate, though. They're going to throw out all the stuns. They're going to just beat him up. Sticky Nicky is getting charged currently. And he's going to just cancel it and back off. That's a lot of buybacks. That's 3 buybacks?
That's 3, I believe.
Oh my goodness. And it's only like
3
20 minutes
burnt.
in. And now
One
they're going to
of them
go...
was on the Spectre as well.
That's
a big deal.
That's huge.
She was really close to a relic as well.
Meanwhile, they're just going to go bottom and they're going to take this tower.
The death ball continues.
This Enigma, very patient. I like it. Just waiting for the right moment.
Very, very well with the black holes. He's holding them until just the right moment and executing what needs to be. It's the sign of a very good Enigma player, and he's doing a good job. Not farming as much as he needs to, but getting it done.
He's making it up for, you know, all the assists and just setting up the team fight in general. He does have a blink dagger now, so imagine how much better these black holes are going to be. Just on top of that, now that he can be even more precise with positioning.
And I don't even think they need another black hole at this point. They're
going to go right in there, and they're just going to take out the Dazzle. Those ice shards, though, a bit of a problem. And Racer's just going to walk forward and be like, hey, just get away from my guys. Going in a bit deep here. Going to go ahead and get bashed by the Vision. Peace Pocket coming in again. Firm Handshake in a bit of a pickle here. Gonna fall. Maybe a little bit too greedy with the dive. Mask of Madness coming out on the Spectre. Spectre's gonna fall! Oh, that damage coming out from the Magic Missile, and PC Mega running away. Lance trying to help out. Darkseer's gonna try to move out. Darkstar, rather.
All the time, though, the racks are falling.
Yep. And it looks like they're trying to dive here, although Lycan's been distracted by that effigy. He wants that 115 gold. I always feel like it's an extra middle finger to the other team when you take down their effigies.
For a maximum disrespect.
Yeah, right? They're trying to come back in here again.
There's nothing
they're kind of circling.
Yeah.
Oh man, Viper's gonna immediately get stun locked. He's dead. Mango coming in. Oh, look at all that damage that's getting onto him. He's not gonna make it out either. He's gonna fall. And meanwhile, Dazzle's like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm going back to well. Enigma is godlike.
Called.
GG called coming out here from PC. First game of the series gonna go to Darkshift.THRASH with some beautiful executions coming out from his team, especially with the black holes. Awesome, awesome first game. Alright guys, we will be back with game 2. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back. We're in game 2 of Darkshift.THRASH versus Premium C, also known as PC. This is a NotA Winter Tournament game. I'm casting with NT.THRASH. He is going to be providing you with the in-depth analysis while I provide you with all the hype and occasional freaking out.
Like Kappas.
Right.
The first ban OD.
I love OD this patch. I'm having a lot of fun playing him. That's a good ban.
Yeah, OD picks are pretty fun to play, aren't they?
I always like playing OD, but the new rework is really kind of fun.
Yeah, that hero is so unbalanced now, it's kind of ridiculous. The int steal is so high. I was fine with it before the C change, when it was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like that I felt was fine, but the other thing is with the 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I've been able to accumulate 95 int gain in team fights.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because basically, if the other team is tanky, you just smack people.
Just keep hitting them the entire time, and you have the big enough mana pool.
Stand behind your team and smack people, and you'll just get free in. And
That's
then
so
at the end of the
ridiculous.
fight, if they're still not die, your ultimate will do like 1,000 damage guaranteed.
That is
Just 'cause
so
you have so
ridiculous.
much
They should probably cap that.
I don't think it's about capping. It's the fact that you can steal so much of it because the number is so high. Like what the thing was with 4, you would still get up to like 70 or something like that in that same scenario.
I guess.
But that makes a big difference to your ultimate. Because you gotta remember, every single point of int is multiplied by 11.
That's true. That is true. Oh my gosh.
So like 220 extra damage on every single hero is really a big deal.
Oh, we're gonna see the Carl pick up here. And again, they banned out the Ebola Spirit. It's interesting that they banned a bunch of the heroes that were in the previous match now. Death
Yeah, I
Prophet
think
pick
it's
up
strong
here.
enough. And Venge. Pretty decent, all in all. Venge and DP go very well together. That's also a very good pick. Brave whoever is swapped.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda interested that Premium C banned the Slarter. Slarter is not that strong a hero right now, so I'm kinda surprised. But
Well, I mean,
guess they
ZM
were really
caused
scared.
a lot of issues with his Slider in the last game.
Yeah, there were a lot of really lucky bashes on the Spectre too, for a lot of ganks, so I guess they're just
They've had enough
don't
of
want
it.
to go with RNG. Yeah.
They safe lane carrier said, I do not want to deal with that again. Please get rid of him.
Not today. They have a far more aggressive lineup on Premium C this time, though. DP and Venge, far more early mid-game oriented, and hopefully we'll see some work out of them. Here, pick a ban from Darkshift. It's a pretty decent ban.
And they're gonna take the Lycan out too. Interesting choices here. Premium C just not liking that Slider, not liking Lycan either.
Lycan is actually a very good ban here. They already have the Invoker pick, and Invoker and Lycan together, should
so
they
much
decide
push.
to run them together. Dual Necro books with Forge Spirits Wolves. Like,
Yeah, that's not
that's a
something you want.
guaranteed tower every time you want one, so
And they're gonna take out the
Probably for the
Terrorblade
best.
too. I think they don't want to see a lot of pushing at this point.
it's good, because it was their undoing last game, was
Yep.
the fact that they could take towers so quickly, so wise decision on their part.
Omni Knight pick up.
Ooh.
That's pretty
All
interesting
wands
there.
will break.
Yeah, right?
I'm actually a bit curious as to why they went with that. Invoker is one of the strongest counters to Omni Knight in the entire game. But, yeah, it plays out, I guess.
Now, why don't you explain to me and also to our viewers why Omni Knight is such a strong, or rather, why Invoker is such a strong counter to Omni Knight here?
Tornado purges all of Omni's abilities. So what happens is, if Invoker wants to, he just levels Tornado, which he can now do at level 2.
Mm-hmm.
And even through Repel, you can just Tornado whatever target it is and not worry about it anymore, because it'll purge the Repel or the GA that's already on top of them. On top of which, Invoker can shred through enemies really quickly, and Omni Knight doesn't have the sustain to go through it. He just has 1 Q, in which case you're not even going to be able to get it off most of the time.
Yeah.
Now that the cast point was reduced, you have the chance to, but not optimal.
I always forget that Tornado actually purges. That's a really
Yeah,
good
it's
point.
the same mechanic as Yule's.
It's a really, really
that's
good
a
point. I totally
change.
forgot.
Not expect to see an anti-mage pick.
I'm not sure how I feel about this Darkseer pick.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused by it. It's,
There's not much right click right now coming out from PC here.
10 seconds remaining.
I think it's actually less about the right click and more about they want the team fight control for the
I
and
guess.
setup for the invoker.
Yeah, that's probably true.
What I'm more confused by is they didn't take out the gyrocopter, which is like one of the only good heroes against a Darkseer. So I'm gonna be interested to see how
They'll
they managed
explain.
to make that work.
Yeah, you'll get an explanation later, I'm sure, while you're grilling them.
10 seconds remaining.
Final
5
bands.
seconds remaining.
Just, they're thinking really hard, man.
Reserve
Still have a
time.
lot of options left over for either side.
Well, we need an off lane here for the PC gaming, and then we also need over here on Thrash.
Another support
Another
still
support,
needed.
yeah. I wonder if they're going to try to wombo with a Darkseer, maybe an AA? To prevent any sort of healing, because that'll go through Omni Knight's ulti.
Radiant team pick.
I feel like it's either going to be an AA pick or they're gonna pick another huge area denial support.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure what they want to go for. Like you say, AA is a very good option here, but one of the biggest problems that they have with it is if they do go for such a thing, they don't have a lot of early pressure to answer the early aggression from DP gyro,
True.
etc., etc. So the AA will have to get farmed very quickly,
Which is not
which
something that
I
typically
don't think
happens.
is something they want to rely on, especially
No.
having an anti-mage.
Reserve time.
Because you don't really want to pick up a Witch Doctor here, because Witch Doctor's ult is physical. I mean, they could go Lich, but
Lich would be very strong.
Lich provides them with a bit of lane control too, which would be nice. Nice, slow, good ultimate.
There's also protection for the AM, which is important.
That's true.
Means the AM may be able to teamfight earlier. Like you said though, AA would be really, really strong if they didn't pick an anti-mage as a carry. Like if they had picked a Juggernaut instead, then AA would fit perfectly in their draft. But they don't have the time right now to pick an AA, I don't think. If they can make it work, that's great, but I'm not sure it's optimal. Not only does it stop the Omni Knight, but it also stops the DP, which is important. I could even see Darkshift going for support Zeus if they really wanted to.
That's true. That would be a good pickup as well. Early nukes on Death Prophet too are really, really strong, like we've said earlier.
It's actually less for that, and it's for the fact that in a team fight, before you
Beastmaster.
give... Ooh.
Dire team.
I like that. The Sand King pick. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, it's another strong area
Another
denial
strong-
support.
yeah.
It's good. I'm a bit interested as to why they did that into a Beastmaster pick, but I think it can work out.
Well, it's all about timing and positioning. And Cybonic, if anything, has shown that he is good at timing and positioning with the former game with the Enigma
The
pick.
Enigma, yeah.
Alright,
indeed.
so game 2 here of PC versus Darkshift.THRASH.
Oh,
We have a disconnect
Disconnect.
again! Every time.
fun stuff.
Well, why don't we introduce the teams here? So over on the Dire, we have Darkshift.THRASH. We have AK Firm Handshake gonna be playing our Invoker. We have ZM playing our offlane Darkseer. Darkstar gonna be playing Dazzle. Sticky Nicky will be doing the farming anti-mage, and Cybonic will be playing the Sand King. Over on the Radiant here, we have PC. We have Pocky gonna be playing our Death Prophet. Love the hair on it, by the way. Thor will be playing our Beastmaster. Nuclear Russian will be playing the Omni Knight. Manga will be playing the Vengeful Spirit, and Lanch will be playing the Gyrocopter. And some
That
really
annoying
beautiful
pirate ship set.
hats. I really like this Vengeful set, actually. I think I might have to pick that up at some point.
Kristen Umbra, yeah. It's a
Yeah,
very
that's
good
pretty.
one. I'm very glad that Sand King finally got that high resolution head, the Baron Crown thing. Because all his sets are super, super low res, so I'm really glad that there's finally something for him.
Dazzle has no hair in my my portrait here. I don't think he has. Yeah, does not
It's
have
the
hair.
set. It's that Mohawk set.
Yeah.
It takes away his hair.
We've got some pretty fancy geisha hair going on here on the Death Prophet.
So who wins the hat contest? Who wins the game based
I
off
don't know.
hats?
I'm really loving this Vengeful Spirit hat. Like, I really like that. I think it's really, really pretty. The Death Prophet's kind of racist a little bit. Not gonna lie. They do this whole, like, New Year's event, which is, I like the idea of it, but everything seems to be, like, super stereotypical rice hats with, like, chopsticks and Templar assassin's hair, and I hate it.
Alright, I still think that set makes her look like a Taiwanese hooker.
I hate it
I hate it
so
much.
Like, what's Asian? Let's put some fucking chopsticks in her hair. Ugh! As an Asian person, this makes me so angry. You have no idea. As a human being in general, it just kind of makes me angry too. And there's gonna be some contestation here. Going on to Pocky, gonna throw the Cold Snap out. So Ivana coming forward. Oh, they're gonna stun out Sticky Nicky. And he's still gonna be able to grab that bounty rune. Nicely done here. Oh, ZM's gonna have to run here. Taking a lot of damage. Worth it? And the gyro taunt coming out here.
And DP has no lane regen. She just has the fairy fires.
This has Spirit Siphon for her first spell here. And, yeah, Invoker running right up to her. Gonna throw out the Cold Snap. Ooh, Pocky living a little dangerously here. Gonna use the Fairy Fire. This looks so ridiculous. Gonna use the other Fairy Fire. Is gonna be able to take down Invoker!
How, even?
Just the Fairy Fires.
Turn that around.
She was strategically holding on to them.
Overcommittal from Invoker.
That was pretty funny to watch. It was like a bad thing happening though in slow motion, like.
Yeah, and all in all, Pocky nets 0 health lost and gained.
Yeah. Really hoping to get that bottle soon though.
It should be coming very shortly. There's the gold.
And they did choose to run dual lanes here on the Radiant.
I think it's smart that they're running dual lanes. Much smarter in my opinion than going for super aggressive lanes. One of the problems that they had in the last game is they had the slightly aggressive lane in bot lane, and they tried to do that, but
we're trying to go here on Mango.
It wasn't enough. So trying the dual lanes again, I think, is very strong.
And both of the carries about even for their CS here. Anti-Mage sitting at 6-0, whereas Gyro sitting at 5-4. Doing a pretty good job. ZM's playing a little forward here. Considering that, he just wants to throw that Ion Shell at just the right moment so he can get the last... Because they are going to try to, get that creep out of there pretty fast, considering...
I think what I'm more worried about is him doing these rune runs is not good. He wants to be constantly in XP range.
True. In top lane, they're not doing a great job with this tri-lane and forcing them back.
They're doing an okay job,
I feel like they could be...
not great.
Yeah, I don't know. Mango's just gonna walk right up to Sybonic here, too. Throwing out the stun.
Gotta be careful.
Going ahead. Oh, gonna throw out... Oh, the Shallow Grave coming out. That probably is gonna be enough. I think he's looking... No, he doesn't have enough for Whirling Asses. He does have the Mango, though. Could pop the Mango. Nope, he's gonna be able to back off. Sticky Nicky, going ahead, throwing some pop shots out on Thor. It's a lot of damage.
It's just such an aggressive lane. There's nothing they can do about it. This is what I was talking about before when I said that dual lanes being such aggressive is a good idea. They don't have the harass.
Meanwhile, in mid, Pocky's trying to go on firm handshake again. Still has 2 bottle charges left as well.
Bit of an aggressive blink there.
Bot lane, just kind of pushing ZM out of the way. Nuclear Russian running after him. Does have a point in his degen aura. And Pocky throwing out some harass here.
Well said.
Invoker winning the CS war here, but Death Prophet's doing enough to just be really annoying.
And of course does have the kill as well.
Sitting at level 5. Both of them are at level 5 here in mid at this point.
Then King's starting to stack up his own jungle as well.
보이지 않는 법.
Sticky Nicky sitting at level 3, as is the offlane for the Radiant here. And Zed is continuously going for the rune. He does have an invis rune. And they don't have any sort of sentry detection.
Yeah, it'll help him get XP for a little bit of time.
Yeah, I don't think he
nothing
wants
else.
to go in on any of this here, but at least he can get closer into range without having to be afraid.
What I'm a bit aggravated by is he should know this pull is happening and he's not going to contest. Or even leech XP. It's not a good idea when you're not helping out like that.
And Death
Also,
Prophet
there's
has
a-
hit 6.
It should be okay. I don't think they're worried about that.
So I was gotta be careful as Invis is running out right now.
What I'm more concerned about right now is the top lane for Darkshift is very low level right now. AM is just hit level 4.
Level 4,
He's very
yeah.
far behind. And Sand King's only level 2. When he's sat in lane the whole time, it doesn't really make much sense for him to be level 2 if he's not roaming around.
Oh, Death Prophet's gonna go down here. Gonna fall to the Invoker sitting there. He had the EMP and the Tornado.
네가 듣는 마지막 말.
Lay balance 6-8 Voker.
Yeah, led with the Cold Snap here. I didn't realize that Death Prophet gets fancier ghosts too. With that particular set. Oh, I'm learning so much about hats this game.
Radiant's
A Boar Slow is doing so much for this against this antique mage. He has no farm whatsoever right now.
Ooh, what? I think he missed his poison touch there.
Just a smidge, I think.
And again, Zedub sitting on the bottom rune. I mean, he's sitting at level 5. It's not too behind.
Yeah, he's certainly not behind. It's
He's getting, you know, bounty runes, which are helping a bit too, but... Death Prophet's gonna be able to secure the haste rune up here, and it looks like she's gonna come top. She does have ultimate available as well.
well, she may have spotted these creeps who,
And they're
no
gonna...
step
Oh,
on
she
X
could have
there.
seen the courier there, but...
Gonna steal some last hits and walk off.
And they're just gonna ping like, hey,
Angrily
guys! I know, like an angry Sand King. Get off my lawn! Okay, here comes the bats
Invoker?
coming out onto...
Invoker?
Oh boy. Gonna be able to throw out the tornado. She's just gonna chase him down though. She has a haste.
Invoker,
Running out of
your
mana
ghost
here,
walk.
but she's
Your
still
ghost
gonna...
walk.
Oh! Gonna be able to clean up here. Needs to be careful with the tower though. Gonna hit the ball charges. Here comes Cyabonic coming. Oh, he misses the stun! She's gonna be able to turn around. Spirit Siphon off of him! Oh, is he still... They're still hitting him. Oh my gosh! Good move by Pocky here. Very nicely done.
I can't even say that was Pocky's well played. It was just a bit of a misplay there from Darkshift, and it perhaps
mean,
a
the-
miscommunication in the rotations.
The missing the stun was a big deal too. And also, you know, the
Unfortunately,
fact that
Sand King's burrow range is not exactly brilliant.
needs that
unfortunately.
Aether Ags, man. Oh, here
Yeah.
comes the tornado coming out from Firm Handshake. The EMP is going to be coming out too. PC Mango trying to get away here. Oh, is going to be able to be taken down. They're still going after Thor. They've got the Cold Snap. Sticky Nicky just running up to him, smacking him a couple times. And interesting enough, Dazzle getting both kills.
The power of the Shadow Priest.
And meanwhile, Dazzle's probably thinking, I'm going to buy myself some shoes.
Now anti-mage is his ult too.
is under attack.
Very good. Doesn't have the mana for it, but he has it.
Bot lane, Gyro farming to his heart's content here. Not getting really contested for farm, which could be a problem. Also, needs to not stand directly next
Mid
to
lane.
the creep. Ooh, Death Prophet's gonna fall there. And Dazzle again getting these kills.
Yeah, poison touch
Too
just
strong.
happening the last tick every time.
Does have enough gold now if he wants to go get himself some mana boots. That's a fancy priest.
Mage?
And Mango's out of mana here, but does have a clarity.
Radiant's middle
And Beastmaster sitting at level 4 does not have his ultimate quite yet.
An anti-mage is very lucky of that fact. If he did, it'd
Yeah, he'd be dead.
insta-kill.
Radiant's
We'll pick up the Perseverance though. Very, very slow progression for his items this game. Bit slow farming for everyone involved actually. Gyrocopter on a decent pace, but not a great amount of last hits for anyone in the game.
There's
right
been a
now.
lot of movement around in this game though too.
That is true. And speaking of, Firm handshake setting up top.
He wants it. He's looking at Thor. He knows that Thor doesn't have his level 6 yet. He's gonna come around. I'm gonna miss the tornado though. Tried to turn around here. Throwing out the whirling axe. Is gonna be able to throw out the cold snap. Doesn't have anything else invoked quite yet at the moment though. And I think he's just gonna harass him out.
Damage if nothing else.
And then
the tornado,
Death
though.
Prophet's coming up here though as well.
They should know the exorcism timing is back up though, so wisely they back off. Not
Looks like
being
they're
too
thinking
aggressive
of
with it.
pressuring this tower here. Pocky just running straight forward.
Evoker spells are ready to go again, so they have to be very careful about what they aggress on here. Also, Anti-Mage and Sand King splitting the jungle here, so not really optimal for Darkshift at the moment in their farming situation.
Anti-Mage is gonna go and just move himself away, realizing, you know, there's not much that he can do against a DP with an ulti up, so he's gonna go mid and put some pressure onto that tower. Tornado's gonna connect up here with the DP. She's gonna be out of mana. Oh, and Firm Handshake just closing in. Almost able to seal the deal here. So it looks like he's... Oh! Is Dazzle gonna be able to get this kill? They're in charge. He's trying to get out of there. Oh, he's gonna miss the stun! Firm Handshake in a bit of trouble here. PC Lance trying to come out on him. Ern's gonna be able to heal him up just enough. He's thinking about turning around. Although, oh, Darkstar gonna go down here. Cybonic trying his best to help out. There's gonna be the Omni ulti coming out from Nuclear Russian. As Gyrocopter tries his best to just hide. Ooh, not looking good for PC here.
They can turn.
And that's gonna be a dead Gyrocopter as well.
All in all, pretty decent fight for Darkshift. Not optimal, it was very elongated, but 3-for-1 trade at the end.
Here comes the, oh no!
Just too late. That,
And she's tanking these creeps. Oh, here comes the Darkseer. He's gonna go run up right next to her, see if he can chip her down. He needs to be
Darkseer,
really, really careful.
You can't do this.
He's trying, he
Darkseer.
wants to. Oh, he's gonna fall though, and here comes Dazzle. Dazzle's like, oh no, there's the 6 coming out over on Thor, and that's gonna be the Dazzle. So, kind of a long fight here.
A bit unfortunate from Darkshift to go back in there. They thought they could take down Pocky with that little bit of a bait there. Nicely played.
It looks like Exorcism is down now at this point, so.
Also, Anti-Mage's gonna go back for the treads, so not gonna go straight rush into the Battle Fury like he initially planned to, it seems, and probably a wise decision considering how far behind he is at this point.
Yep. Meanwhile, though, again, Gyrocopter is just going back bottom, and there's no one really to contest him at the moment, although it looks like Darkseer is coming back. Darkseer is sitting at level 8, as well as the Gyrocopter here. It's an interesting vacuum.
Fortunately, Darkseer can't make the most use of farm against a Gyro, but at least it's something. It's some kind of lane contention. They're getting something out of their lanes at all times. Also, Cybonic edging ever closer to that ever so crucial Blink Dagger. Just 700 gold away now.
We got some movement coming on up top. Oh, they're trying to go on Nuclear Russian here. Sticky Nicky going ahead, throwing out. Oh, that heal bomb though. Axes are gonna come out, and they're still gonna be able to clean them up with the Anti-Mage ultimate. Well, that should help Anti-Mage go a little bit further, huh?
Yep.
And bot lane Gyrocopter has completed phased. Also has Aquila and his Helm of the Dominator.
Meanwhile, Nicky edging ever closer towards his own first item, his Battle Fury.
Yeah.
Invoker gets ready to fight again.
You do see Beastmaster's getting close to his first Necro book.
Relatively okay timing for it, but he does not have any upgraded boots yet, so not optimal situation for the Beastmaster. He does have his ultimate now, the Primal Roar, but additionally, bit of an uncharacteristic build. He has maxed axes first instead of maxing out Thor, but the nuke damage in lane has certainly been relatively okay for him.
Maybe he's been, you know, thinking a lot about his farming and wanting to get those more for pushing out waves and such. Especially being off lane. Although, Boar is very, very good either way too, for farming off lane as well.
Their hand Zed getting a bit low. Eventually fighting the gyrocopter does force him back into the base. Find some shared tangos on the floor there. EP gonna find an arcane rune. Could be the time to go. Just have the upgraded exorcism in that instance.
And they are gonna ping out the fact that she just got the arcane orb. Or and it looks like, yep, they're gonna go right for this tower. They might want to cancel that TP. Oh, Zed, what you doing, crazy pants? He's gonna go and surge himself away. They're just gonna, oh, here comes the Invoker with the EMP Tornado. Gonna throw the shout out. Only gonna connect with the Invoker. Wall's gonna come out here. And there's gonna be the Sand King ulti coming in. Gonna clean up Thor. Gonna clean up the Death Prophet as well. Sticky Nicky coming in here, trying to clean up nuclear. Oh, gonna be able to get nuclear Russian PC Mango in a bit of a pinch here.
All the while, the weave armor.
But it looks like they're content with that.
Perhaps learning from their earlier mistake and their overextension earlier in the game against that Death Prophet.
These graphs look so crazy.
Been a lot of swings either way, and Darkshift ahead by a little bit here, but not quite enough to say victory either way yet. Still very early in the game, a lot of stuff can happen. Anti-Mage getting very close to his Battle Fury still, and looks like it may be a tier 1 tower here if they choose not to contest.
Here comes the call down. And there's going to be a TP coming in here as well. Going to come out from the Death Prophet. Does not have ultimate available. Does have a completed Yules though. Is going to go and try to slow down the Zedem.
Spirit Siphon though.
And he's going to surge himself away. She's going to Yules onto the Anti-Mage. Don't really want to Yules the Anti-Mage. He's just going to blink out usually.
Oh, Zed's TP gets cancelled.
And they're going to go right after him again. Spirit Siphon coming out. Oh, and they're going to clean up with a stun there with the magic missile. And they're going to back off. I think they're going to probably wait for the Death Prophet ulti to be up again, although it is up right now. That is an adorable bat icon, I swear.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I swear, like, I felt like they just used the exorcism in top lane and the fight never ended.
It was a very long fight,
Just
yes.
kept going.
Meanwhile, bot lane, Invoker, putting some damage on the tower here, just pushing it out. And they are going to
Very
TP
good.
down.
He also needs the farm for his orchids, so...
Immediately throwing out the tornado. A little too excited about that. Not
No,
landing.
it's fine. He's just grabbing the farm and leaving. It's all good.
Dire structures are
And he is going to be going Orchid. He does have one Oblivion Staff at this point.
Gonna be a bit slow, but all in all, not too terrible.
Interested to see if he's going to try to deny this tower. And the Yules is going to come out. They are going to be able to take the tower. Oh, Sand King coming in, though, realizing that she has no mana left. Does have a full bottle, though. Trying her best to use that. They're going to have the TP coming in from Thor. He does have Shout available. But I think they're just going to back off.
You are ready for another team fight, though. The epicenter is back up. Invoker has his spells in another couple of seconds, so they can be ready to go whenever they need.
Looks like they're looking down here at the gyrocopter and the Venge. Thinking about going in on that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And they're going to try to cut him off here.
Dire's
I don't think they know what's coming for them. Zedem gonna go forward, has the Ion Shell on, gonna go and just pull him back using the vacuum. Here comes the Invoker using the Cold Snap. There's the call down coming down, trying to go and just save himself, slow down everyone, take someone out with him. Not gonna be enough though, and they, again, missing the Tornado.
Ooh.
Dazzle coming in with the, yeah, Dazzle's gonna clean up. Here comes the Death Prophet ulti coming back in again. Spirit Siphoning onto a firm handshake. He's gonna get Shallow Grave. Siponic, oh no, Siponic in trouble. There's the shout coming out here. And they're still gonna be able to clean up! Darkstar! And Death Prophet manages...
On 1 HP!
Wow! Meanwhile, top, Anti-Mage was able to take the tower at least. And he has his completed Battle Fury, so space created, I guess? Death Prophet's sitting on a lot of gold now.
Though a very big win for PC overall. They do get a little bit of gold on Darkshift, so it is a bit of a compensation there, but all in all, not worth it whatsoever.
We got an 8th
1 HP Paki survived on, and
Paki likes to live
there's not much closer
dangerously.
to getaway than that, is there?
He's had a couple near-death experiences in this game where he manages to get out at the last second.
Yeah, the Yule's absolutely saving his life.
And Sivana kind of walking over here. Does have the Blink Dagger again, but...
Not quite getting to demo it in that last fight, unfortunately.
Nope.
Anti-Mage now in full effect, though he does have the Battle Fury. He's still going to go for the Vlads here instead of going straight in for the Manta. I think this is a wise decision. He needs the recovery, and they still really do have the map control for him to safely jungle, I think, so should be okay. Could be an okay decision.
A little bit of a skirmish here in the jungle. I'm gonna throw down the call down.
This is a zoning call down. Just
Apparently.
a dominance assertion.
Shots fired.
Indeed.
Get off my lawn, says the old gyrocopter man. They're still going forward though here. Oh, here comes a shout right onto a firm handshake. They're gonna go and stun the invoker. Shallow grave coming out.
Careful, though.
I'm not sure. Okay, here comes the ultimate here, but they're gonna back off.
Very wise of the Omni Knight to hold the ult until after the tornado drop, but unfortunately they don't reinitiate, so it is going to be a 150-second cooldown used on nothing at the end of the day.
Meanwhile, mid Sticky Nicky finding an opening here is going to go ahead and try to take this tower. Death Prophet ultimate not up quite yet. Does have Spirit Siphon. Is going to throw out the silence, but should see the other Oblivion staff coming out for the Invoker very shortly. And it looks like our Sand King's also going to be going for a Force Staff.
Here's a rune a lot of people underestimate on Anti-Mage quite a lot. The Arcane rune on Anti-Mage, being able to blink from camp to camp on a 3-second cooldown is not something to be trifled with. There has never been more efficient farming. Octarine Arcane rune, new build, confirmed.
And it looks like Vengeful Spirit is sitting on a smoke here.
I think she's had a smoke for a little bit of time, if I'm not mistaken. But, be interesting to see when they do decide to go over that smoke gank. Of course, they can take the Roshan relatively early. They do have the Beastmaster, and they also have the
they're coming here for the middle tower. They're going to be able to take that down. Darkseer is going to be able to get his mech delivered as well.
Anti-Mage.
A little bit. Oh, doesn't have enough mana though now at this point. Throwing out the Yules, trying to save herself here. I'm gonna get a swap out. Here comes the call down, coming down.
Not gonna save you today.
Ooh, firm handshake in a lot of trouble here. He's gonna get taken down. Darkstar is just slowly walking away, throwing up the shallow grave. Understands that he's probably gonna be dead here. Sticky Nicky also in trouble. Gonna blink. That tower though. Gonna get that last hit.
All in all, though, it's okay fight for Darkshift. They do end up losing 3, but that's a buyback expended on DP and a lot of wasted cooldowns. So, if nothing else, I think it's a pretty even draw. Perhaps a slight advantage for PC overall because they do manage to kill off the Anti-Mage in the end. So,
this graph is just so bonkers. Looking at all these swings,
up and down and up and down. And curiously, no team has really been more than 2,000 gold ahead the entire game. Going to show how close the fights really are. Darkshift ready though.
And they're gonna use the ultimate coming in here. Cybonic throwing it out. Gonna get immediately silenced. They're not gonna be able to go and sandstorm his way out. That's Spirit Siphon just doing work here. PC Pocky is gonna finally fall though. Firm handshake chasing after PC Thor, trying to just get out here. Oh, they're not gonna be able to stun him.
Not quite enough.
Nice escape coming out from the Beastmaster. They are gonna lose the tower as well. Invoker almost has that Orchid at this point.
He does have it ready if he wants to buy it. What I'm actually really concerned by is he does have 10 earn charges, which means he hasn't been using them at all.
Yeah.
Bit unfortunate, but
meanwhile, Sticky Nicky has completed the full Vlads and has it on him at this point.
very good, and I assume he's got to get a BKB at some point in this game. I think the Manta still comes next, but perhaps some Manta BKB progression wouldn't be too bad. Either that or he needs to go full fighting mode immediately.
Level 2 Necro book over here on Thor. And Mango, looking like she's going to be going for an Aether Lens, has a Ring of Health. I love Aether Lens, on Venge.
Very good ability.
Oh, it's wonderful, especially because it really extends your range. She has to be so careful here. Invoker's looking for blood. Is going to back off, though.
They have it warded the whole time, though, so they know it's safe to reinitiate if Invoker gets too far out of position. Beast Center still got a 40-second cooldown as well, so they are safe to fight for a little bit.
And Sticky Nicky is going to be picking up his Yasha fairly soon at this point. Has almost all the pieces.
Gotta be careful though, Pocky is looking for him.
Well, that's silence too, and looks like they're looking over at Darkstar here again. I don't think he notices that she's behind him though.
Pocky, what are you doing?
She's just taking a stroll through the dire jungle, clearly.
Looks to this. Gotta be careful here.
And just gonna walk right past him, I guess. Gonna probably stir the silence out, yeah? Silence? I don't think it's gonna be enough, though. I think he's gonna be able to get away here. They need the Beastmaster to get the shout out. And it's not gonna come out.
Yeah, a Beastmaster also deciding to ultimately go with the Necro Book over the Blink Dagger, so not really much of a chance for them to catch him out just yet. Meanwhile, the graph continues to make some hefty swings.
Haven't seen any real item progression on some of the guys on Darkshift at this point. You know, we've seen the Dazzle. Dazzle's pretty much got the same things as before. I think we have a Ring of Regen over there.
But they do have items, which is important. They have their core already, which is the big thing. It's basically just waiting until Anti-Mage can go full battle mode now. Invoker obviously already has his phase or an Orchid, so he's in fighting mode whenever he wants. Dazzle is doing just fine. He's looking for this
DP, I think.
A medallion. Invoker's got to be careful. He can't take fights on his own. He can't pick fights like this. Got to be far more careful.
He's gonna notice that it's stacked over here as well.
Possibly a nice stack for Anti-Mage, even if it is only a 2-stack.
And there's some movement down here. It's just gonna blink out Darkstar. Ooh, Darkstar taking a kind of a weird turn here. And Sticky Nicky just running around.
Gotta be very careful.
Got some Benny Hill music going on here. Just gonna hide in the trees and TP out. Missile is coming towards him, but now it's gonna follow him all the way home.
That's gonna be an interesting surprise.
Yeah, right? I feel like he's gotta know it's coming.
I'd assume so, but this would be kind of intriguing to see when it comes flying out of nowhere.
Right? Here it comes! Bam! Honk. And just like nothing happened.
Kept that one creep alive a couple extra seconds.
And they're pushing bottom. They're gonna use the exorcism here. Try to take this tower.
Is there gonna be a reaction from Darkshift, or are they gonna let this tower
They're coming over. Looks like Invoker's running over. We do have the Sand King has he's priming his ultimate. Oh, they're gonna put the silence on him. They're gonna cancel his ultimate. Very nicely played from Pocky. Again, Firm Handshake in a little bit of trouble here. Siphon coming out. Bats are just gonna clean him up. So they've got the tower here, but it looks like AM is just gonna try to take their top tower here as well. So a bit of a trade, but they did get a kill on the Invoker. So.
All in all, it's not enough. They don't get enough out of it.
I do have
they still lose the T2.
Oh, he's gonna take their stack over here as well. Almost has enough for Manta.
It's a small gain, but it's not enough.
No.
They need more.
And they're gonna roast down here.
The space is not there for Anti-Mage. They can still contest this. They should know this is happening.
I don't think they do.
Nope. Gonna see it.
Too late. They are gonna pick up a haste on the Gyrocopter now as well. Anti-Mage does have his Yasha, not his Yasha, I'm sorry, his Manta style completed here.
Additionally, there's a 4-step pickup over on the Sand King, so a little extra initiation
There we
range.
go.
Perhaps won't get silenced before the next fight.
That was a well-played
Initiate
silence.
from Pog next time.
Yeah.
It was very, very good. It just clipped him on the edge. It was very well done from the Death Prophet.
They're going to point out that there is a ward over there.
Pocky has been playing relatively well this game. Not a lot of being out of position. She's done a very good job of ensuring kills in fights, pushing towers very efficiently. Done a very good job on the Death Prophet.
We do have Necronomicon 3 over on Beastmaster. I think he's going to be going for a blink next. He's saving up quite a bit of gold, which would be really good initiation.
Yeah, additionally, what I'd really like to see coming from the side of PC still is if Gyrocopter does want to complete this butterfly, as he is currently going for, he's got to understand that he's then, as soon as he's got it finished, has to go immediately.
Yes.
He doesn't have more time to worry about things, because Invoker still has options open. And really, Anti-Mage, if he wants to, doesn't have to directly engage the Gyrocopter. Even without an MKB, I still think an Anti-Mage can take a Gyro in a 1v1 fight. But I really don't think that the Butterfly is the choice. And then the last Anti-Mage is going to go for the MKB anyway. Or potentially a Basher, but does pick up a Javelin, regardless.
Did he have that
Okay,
BKB in the
Basher.
last fight?
The Gyro?
Yeah.
Yes. He didn't use it, but
Okay.
he had it ready.
I was surprised that he didn't use it, I guess.
Well, the last fight wasn't much of a skirmish. Like,
It
they
was mostly
basically
they
just
just pick off Invoker.
killed Invoker and
Yeah.
left.
I just didn't notice that.
Invoker was
That's
just a bit
interesting.
out of position. There wasn't really reason to use an MKB.
Mhm.
Well, there's the smoke play.
An Anti-Mage going back top. Wants that tower. Now, are they gonna find the Darkseer over here? Looks like they're pinging out that they see the Invoker. They are gonna see Darkseer. Darkseer gonna get stunned. Whirling Axes come out, trying to surge himself away, and they're gonna use the
Not
shout
quite gonna
and the
work.
swap.
There's a lot of spells used, though.
That's a lot of
Relatively short cooldowns, but still.
They did pick up the Blink Dagger now, also on the Beastmaster.
And while more chip damage top lane. Not a whole lot, but just chips.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Continued anti-mage rat.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Not very efficient, but it's damage.
He's working on his. Yep, there's the Basher.
And there's the blink dagger for Beastmaster, so potential big Beastmaster plays upcoming.
Excellent. Dazzle's gonna get a last hit here, and Anti-Mage is going to ping rather furiously.
Ping ping, report.
Yep, report, support. You support! I carry! Don't take last hits!
Now, what's the game plan for Darkshift here? Like, all they can really do is sit back and hope that Anti-Mage gets farmed up for the battle ready, but Invoker is not having enough impact in these fights yet.
I'm gonna notice that Pocky's kind of hanging out in this area. Gyro still has the Aegis here. Whoa! Hey there, Dazzle. What you
Anti-Mage?
doing, crazy pants? Here comes the ghosts are coming out. Gonna get a kill over here on the Dazzle. Chasing down the Darkseer. Darkseer does have Surge available, though. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Gonna be able to force staff himself
Prophet's
away
so
using
fast.
the Sand King. And they have not used Omni ulti yet. It's gonna go right in. Gonna get a bash. Oh wow! Almost able to clean up here. Here comes
The tornado
tornado. Gonna be able to knock it off there. Anti-Mage's gonna fall though, and Lancia still has the Aegis as well. Not a great fight here for Darkshift.
And this is that critical peak point for Death Prophet. It's the point in the game where they no longer can just nuke her down. It was a great ultimate from the Anti-Mage, but they can't. If they don't commit to the full nuking and they don't do enough damage, there's nothing they can do to stop it at this point. They've gotten to the point where Spirit Siphon can actually do damage in fights.
And the Aegis is reclaimed.
A relatively long Roche respawn though. Still 5.5 minutes before it's back.
And they just... Okay, here comes the Sand King ultimate. He's gonna go blink himself in, go ahead and just throw out the Sandstorm. Isn't able to... okay, here comes
Not enough though.
that BKB pop. Interesting... Oh. They're gonna clean up Dazzle. They're gonna go ahead and Mules and Darkseer. Oh, and Cybonic in a little bit of trouble here.
It's not enough.
Don't have detection. He's gonna blink himself away. But they're able to take the... his Death Prophet just walks right through the wall here.
Very good into a tornado dodge there.
And he's gonna silence the Death Prophet, but not follow up with it.
This is that time when Invoker really needs his blink dagger. He really needs the positioning in fights. He needs the damage and positioning, but he doesn't have anything.
And it looks like he's trying to go Ags next.
Yes, he's also so critically underfarmed that an Ags won't really even help him at this point.
Yeah.
He's underleveled and underfarmed severely. He can't really make an impact in these fights until he starts One, building the correct items, and then two, positioning correctly.
There is an Aether Lens picked up on Sand King now, which will help a bit.
It's a bit, but it's not enough. What they really need is they need the Invoker Blink Dagger, and they need like double the net worth on the anti-mage that they have now. It's not enough. AM's just farming too slowly. They've gotten to the point where until the AM gets 6 slotted, they can't really take another fight. It's a scary position to be in because Gyro is not even really that big. It's the fact that they can't nuke down Death Prophet fast enough.
It is an Octarine now as well.
Just more efficiency for the Death Prophet.
Yep. Here comes the tornado. Can't really do much about it though. Again.
It's annoying if nothing else.
Sure. And there is going to be the Invis Rune coming out on Death Prophet. Sticky Nicky in a bit of a pinch here. He's going to get silenced. He's not careful. Gonna blink away though. Good. Pocky still wants him. Throwing out the silence. Here comes. Oh, he's gonna go ahead and throw out the axes. Wasn't sure if he's gonna roar there. They are gonna commit
he tried
ghosts.
to roar, and the Manta canceled the animation.
So
the shift Q just went straight onto his Q.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So the primal roar didn't get used.
Now they're gonna try to do some backdoor damage here to the tower. I'm not sure it's gonna be
That's
enough.
a free tower. It's no problem. Should be able to kill it, even if it doesn't do much right now.
They still have Roar available here, and they do have the Blink Dagger over here on the Beastmaster as well, so...
They're waiting once again.
Sand King's ultimate is up. Throwing out the tornado, gonna
There's
connect
the
over on the Death Prophet. There's gonna be the weave coming out. Sticky Nicky gonna go in right here. There comes the Guardian Angel. Pocky in a bit of trouble. Pocky's gonna fall here. Nuclear Russian trying to get out of here. Here comes the Sand King ulti on top of that. Cybonic getting a bit of punch to too. He's got the Shallow Grave out. Sticky Nicky running forwards, able to clean up Beastmaster. And, oh wow, triple
It's
kill.
a 5-man wipe.
And that's this chart is gonna look ridiculous, I swear.
Just another cliff. Perfect execution there.
Look at this chart. Oh my gosh.
For once, Invoker actually in the right position.
Yeah, landed a great tornado that time.
The perfect tornado, it actually didn't allow the Death Prophet to be caught in the GA. It saved their fight immediately. Excellent play from the Invoker there, and then the very good follow-up from the rest of the squad, because here's a 5-for-0 kill.
Here comes their one creep who's going to help them lead the charge here, and they're going to finally take top tower and also go high ground.
Creep's all it takes. This could be it. This could be a tier 3 tower.
And Anti-Mage sitting on a lot of gold here as well because he got a triple kill from that.
They had to take this quickly.
Good old Fred. Helping them push. Fred should get a raise for this, I swear.
Fred and Jeffrey, the very good pushers.
Yeah, right? Well, I feel like Jeffrey's the one who always dies, though.
Poor Jeffrey.
Poor Jeffrey. We
And
barely
they wisely
knew.
back out. Well done. All in all. And there's the AM Abyssal.
Nice.
He gets his heart and he's in full fighting condition. He's ready to go. With the
pretty good
alacrity
recovery.
buff, he hits harder than anything else.
Free Manta, too. That's always pretty nice.
Very efficient. He can
Look
cut
at all
the
these
midway.
anti-mages. It's a whole army of anti-mages.
Just cut down the midwave, no problem.
Meanwhile, Zed has picked up a completed Crimson Guard. Needs to be a little bit careful here. Mango's giving him the look. Does have Aether Lens. Could have probably done a swap if they really wanted, but Zed's gonna hang out, run away. They're gonna check Roche. Not find anything. Mango's gonna go ahead and throw a reward over there as well.
Oh, Nick. Master, you're gonna see him.
Poker throwing out a tornado over here. Just to be annoying.
It's a fairly short cooldown at this point, just getting rid of some of those creeps.
Sitting with 15 earn charges.
Well, he doesn't use any of them. He had 10 before the fight and gained 5 of them and didn't heal any of his teammates.
I don't think he used any on the enemy team either.
Nope, I don't know. Been a bit inefficient with his earn usage.
We do see completed Yules over on the Dazzle too. Nice.
The Yules on Dazzle is actually really big. It's another purge for the Omni ult. Very important to get here. Also, Sand King edging ever closer to his axe. The massive initiation range for Burrow Strike coming soon. It's already to like 850 if I'm not mistaken. It's very, very large.
Throwing out the tornado again out onto Pocky. Throwing out the meatball on top of that. Gonna be able to Yules herself up and
up and
we're
down
taking a
and
lot
up
of
and
damage.
down.
Darkstar running full throttle at her. What's Dazzle thinking here? And AM just pushing
Very
herself.
aggressive Dazzle. Also, Zed looking to go for a Hood of Defiance as well, so he's going to get the Pipe of Insight, I assume, but going to be able to mitigate cooldown damage if nothing else.
Yeah, Nikki's sitting on a good chunk of change here.
Very good. I believe he probably sells the Vlads to get the heart. He's good to go.
Top lane. Death Prophet is going to see
Looking for
that
the tier
Invokers
2.
here.
I have the Exorcism ready again.
Throwing out. Oh boy, Dazzle. Oh, that's the Death Prophets. I was a little confused there for a second. Huh?
Not quite sure how he actually managed to start that Spirit Siphon, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's fine, right? Right.
there it comes again.
And AM's just gonna be able to mow down their middle tower and just go right towards the base here. They need to respond to this. Popping
They've
the
got a
Manta.
choice. They can take a tier 2, but they can't outrat an AM.
Yeah,
Dire's top tower is fallen.
and they're still going forward here.
They don't have the time for this. They're going to lose a Rex.
Is under attack. Radiant's
They've got
Here
to
goes
TP
the
back
tower.
right now.
And they're not TPing though. They're still going.
They're going to try to base race the AM.
Ah, that's okay.
This is
There we
not
go.
the play.
Mango is headed back right now. Oh, and this is gonna cancel the TP. Here comes the Sand
he
King,
got
gonna
it.
come in. Got stunned, gonna force staff himself away. BKB coming out. Here comes the call down. Here comes the Jar ulti on top of that. Cybotic does have his. About to say he does have his ultimate available. A nuclear Russian. That epicenter. They're gonna be able
Does
to
the
clean
damage
up.
it needed to.
Sunstrike coming out. Cybotic in a lot of trouble here, trying his best to run away. He's like, leave me alone, I don't like bats. Gonna come back around, take out the Death Prophet.
It's another time, and meanwhile, he's
AM.
in the base. He took another lane of racks, and he's onto the tier 4 towers.
Oh my gosh. And okay, Jaro's gonna buy back here. He's gonna come forward, and AM's just gonna back off. Wow, that's 3 buybacks. Four buybacks.
4 buybacks. 3 buybacks from PC and the Dazzle buybacks from Darkshift. Bit confused on the Dazzle
I'm
buyback.
a little
but,
confused too. I think he got so excited everyone else is buying back. He just wanted to play.
Also have a heart finished for Anti-Mage plus an additional 3 cows in gold.
Nice.
Did get rid of his teleport scroll. I'm not sure that's the play, but he will be going for BOTs next, I presume. So
Oh, yeah.
not a problem. There it is. Darkshift with 2 swift fights coming right back into the game.
Again, the Invoker that time. The play's coming out, really
And
helping
take a look
his
at the
team out.
graphs now. 15k golden experience for
Oh my gosh.
Darkshift advantage now.
And he's just
Ooh,
gonna run
15
right
in the
into
bit.
Roche.
They know he's in here.
Oh!
He burned
He
Roland.
burned Ron! Nikki's gotten silence here. Gonna get Spirit
Indecision,
Siphon. He's
but
gonna
he's
be able
not
to
the
take
heart.
out Thor. Thor's gonna go down. PC Pocky is gonna be in trouble here. They're gonna be able to use himself up. Here comes the call down. BKB coming out of Sticky Nikki. Sticky Nikki is gonna be silenced.
Low.
Gonna be able to blink out though. Oh, PC Pocky, no trouble. PC Pocky's gonna fall, and now Lance in a bit of a pickle here. He's gotta get away from this Darkseer. Darkseer running at him, getting heal bombed on top of that. Trying his best to just burn him down, but everyone is chasing after him. Here comes the Yules.
He's got the heart regen.
Yule's gonna come down. They're gonna be able to clean up the gyrocopter. Oh, there's another Yules coming out, and he's dead. Wow.
There it comes. The AM has hit form fighting factor.
And Invoker has 20
There it is,
urn
it's
charges.
GG.
Pocky calling the
That's
GG. Wow, they're not even in the base, but I think they realize at this point.
That's it. That's the game.
Wow. All right, so second game of this series going to Darkshift.THRASH, and a very well played second game.
Oh, a bit rocky at the beginning. They didn't have the best lane control, but at the end of the day, 2 big team fights and really well played overall. They did a really good job.
Invoker really came back and was worth his salt at that point. Very
Indeed.
nicely done.
We can say he didn't position well, and at the end of the day, he turns out it was an Ags that helped him.
That's all
out
he
that
needed.
game.
All he needed. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was a NotA Winter game. I'm co-casting with NT.THRASH. I will be casting more NotA games throughout the next month or so, because this is a very long tournament. If you're interested in watching more of these games, please follow my Twitter, GGMissMoxie. Otherwise, have a great